This may be the first time in history that the residents of Downing Street are richer than those of Buckingham Palace.
God damn.
Brits are used to being ruled by elites. Boris Johnson was about as elite as they come, but Sunak is not just rich, he is super rich, which has prompted some to ask whether his vast fortune makes him too rich to be prime minister.
When the place is really going to the shit, then you get a brown guy. The Hindu will rise! The Hindu will rise! This guy, Rishi Sunak, to be installed as UK Prime Minister on Tuesday. Yeah, this is it. Well, you know what? When the place falls apart, that's when you get a brown guy, isn't it? When the place is really going to the shit, then you get a brown guy. It's just like Obama. My friend just texted me this. He's like, you go Bush ruins everything, you get Obama. Of course. The whole shit's falling apart. First you get the woman. The woman's like, I can't do this. Get the brown guy. Classic move, because Boris Johnson was going to run back again, and he will come back, Boris Johnson. But he knew he couldn't win, and he knew that it's just too much of a shit show to take over right now. So it's like not even worth it. So as a brown guy, you just have to do it because it's like that's the only chance you're going to get. Probably someone said, they're like, listen, be a good lad. She lasted 6 weeks. You'll be there. He'll be there for, imagine he's there for 2 months. No, but he is on top of his shit, and he's worth like $100 million. Rishi Sunak net worth. Let's see Rishi Sunak net worth. Richer than royals. Wow. Win puts Rishi Sunak's wealth in the spotlight. The guy's just so hardworking.
This news story was written by Carla Adam. Richer than the royals, Win puts Rishi Sunak's wealth in the spotlight. London, Rishi Sunak is one of the wealthiest people in Britain and will soon be the most powerful when he becomes Prime Minister. Woo! This may be the first time in history that the residents of Downing Street are richer than those of Buckingham Palace.
God damn.
Brits are used to being ruled by elites. Boris Johnson was about as elite as they come, but Sunak is not just rich, he is super rich, which has prompted some to ask whether his vast fortune makes him too rich to be prime minister.
The Hindu will rise! The Hindu will rise!
The Indians are winning!
Sunak, a former banker, and his wife, Indian tech heiress ACTRA Murthy, have an estimated fortune of about £730 million,
£730 million!
$30 million. On this year's list, published before her death, Queen Elizabeth II was estimated to have about £370 million, $420 million. By comparison,
that's half. What is this guy doing? He's a real psycho, right? Oh my God. Now they're fucked. The Hindu is rising. And look at the colonizer. Huh? The colonizer is broken. Who is the colonizer? Huh? Who is the colonizer?
Apple's money comes primarily from Murthy's stake in her father's company, Infosys. She also owns startup incubator Catamaran Ventures UK and has shares in a half dozen or so other companies. The couple have at least 3 homes in Britain, as well as a Santa Monica, California, property valued at around $6 million. According to The Guardian, the Sunak family, they have 2 daughters, Krishna and Anushka, spend a week in their 5-bedroom house in West London and weekends in North Yorkshire at a Georgian manor house. The paper said it has been transformed into something of a wellness retreat with an indoor swimming pool, gym, yoga studio, hot tub, and tennis court. Does any of that matter to voters? It's not binary, said Robert Ford, a professor of politics at the
Hindu is prosperous.
University of Manchester. The British as a whole don't think that being wealthy is a bad or disqualifying thing. There are lots of very wealthy individuals who are very popular with the public. People do care about wealthy people fixing the rules for themselves. It's non-dom status for your wife while you are the chancellor. It's green cards in the US in case things go south. It's family tax numbers being massaged down. People are like, well, I don't mind so long as you pay your taxes. But it really annoys me if you don't, he said. Earlier this year, Sunak's wife was at the center of a tax scandal after it emerged that she had been filing in the United Kingdom as
the Hindu's not gonna pay taxes. This is just like getting mad at China and India for buying the Russian oil. They gotta get the discount. They're gonna get the discount, they're gonna cheat the tax. And that's unfortunately, that is my community. I'm embarrassed about it, but my community doesn't know how to pay taxes.
The family had been living at 10 Downing Street in the apartment designated for Britain's finance minister. The living quarters are smaller than 11 Downing Street, where prime ministers generally prefer to live. Moving vans arrived when the scandal was still simmering. It also came out around the same time that Sunak had held a US green card while he was Chancellor of the Exchequer, or Finance Minister. His spokesman said he returned it last year. A survey published Monday asked people to describe Sunak in a single word. One in particular stands out in the cloud: rich. Sunak's critics have sought to play up his privileged upbringing. They point out that he attended the 600-year-old Winchester College, where annual fees for those who board, like he did, today exceed $52,000.
Yeah, but he's worth 700, he's worth 800 million pounds. Like, or $800 million, 700 million pounds. Like, you can't just say rich, because what did his parents give him? Even if you say his parents gave him, what is that? Like, couple of million? He's worth 700 million.
In the last leadership election this summer, they circulated a video clip from a 2007 BBC documentary in which he suggests he doesn't have any working-class friends. He was also attacked for giving a speech to grassroots Conservative Party members this summer where he said that, as Chancellor, he tried to reverse funding formulas that shoved all the funding into deprived urban areas so as to help wealthier towns. During these troubled times of high energy prices and runaway inflation, however, Sunak's supporters counter that his background, not his wealth, but his own experience in finance and at the Treasury, make him the right man for the job right now. Before becoming a lawmaker, only 7 years ago, a rapid ascent in British political terms.
He looks so British.
I'd like to pay tribute to Liz Truss for her dedicated public service.
Wow, he's so British. It's like a British character in a TV show. Oh my God. It's like a British robot.
We now need...
Man, you have to be so racist to be like, he's not British. No, man. He is a British. He's like British Bot 6000. It almost feels, especially with the ears, it almost just feels like a white guy painted brown, doesn't it?
Stability, and I will make it my utmost priority to bring our party and our country together.
Why is Washington Post making it sound so sad? They're making it out like he's some criminal. They're like, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Why are you afraid that a brown man won, huh? What, does that scare you, Washington Post? What's this scary music? Yes, a South Asian man is the president, is the prime minister. After 250 years of colonization, can a brown man be the goddamn prime minister, Washington Post? What's this music? Sunak, a former banker, and his wife, Indian tech heiress ACTRA Murthy, have an estimated fortune of about $827 million, according to the Sunday Times Rich list. Okay, I don't see a crime here, Washington Post. Unless the crime is the color of his skin, double the money of the queen. Oh, the empire has fallen. Why is the music scary? On this year's list published before her death, Queen Elizabeth II was estimated at $420 million by comparison. Not a competition. It's not a race. Yeah, the brown guy has double. The Hindu will rise. It's fine. It's not a race. The British is finished. The sun has set on your bloody empire. The sun has set. And this music is fucking weird that they're playing this. Why? Why are they playing this music? What has gone wrong? Not a negative thing. Sunak will be the youngest British prime minister at 42 since 1820. There's nothing wrong with that sentence. Why are you playing this evil villain music, Washington Post? He will also be the first Hindu to hold the top job in Britain and the first person of color. The Hindu opened that door. The Hindu broke that door down, didn't he? And the Washington Post fucking hates it. Does that hurt you, Washington Post? Is that why you chose this music? Holy shit. So offensive. His parents are from India. What? His parents are from India. Ding. His parents are from India. Our whole culture, our civilization is broken. Is that what they're saying? I don't know what they're saying. Sunak, the former UK finance minister, led the revolt against Boris Johnson and was runner-up to Liz Truss in September. Okay. Why the evil villain music?
Very well done, Richard. Very nice to see you. Thank you. That's very kind.
He's perfect. He's a perfect prime minister. He's a perfect British. Just look past the color of his skin. The Hindu will rise. The Hindu will be a great colonizer. Just cool it. Why are they doing this ad? Like, how did Rishi Sunak make his money? Listen, you can't say that he's just some spoiled rich kid because the Hindu will rise and the Hindu will rise. But also, let me tell you this then. Sunak and Murthy are the 222nd richest people in Britain. So there's 221 above them? That seems like low. They shouldn't include that stat. Why include that stat? If it's after 200, don't say it. Don't say that 222nd. I mean, like, this man just became the prime minister. He's killing it. And you got to remind everyone that, oh, he's the 222nd richest man. Okay, whatever. With a combined fortune of $730 million as of 2022, after graduating, Sunak worked for the Goldman Sachs at the hedge fund firms the Children's Investment Fund Management and Theleme Partner. That's where the big money's at. The guy's just a super on top of his shit finance guy, workaholic type of, just an alpha brown guy. And this is the kind of alphas that you're going to see running the whole planet, goddammit. Coming out of Bombay, coming out of Delhi, and I guess in England too. But like, listen, brown people are like, it's aggressive. They're going to come with their MBAs and they're going to take your jobs, people. So get on top of your shit and make sure you come to Loving Kindness because we are in Kali Yuga. And let me tell you, the Asians The Asians are rising and they're trying to take some money back. And the moral of the story is, you are loved because you are loved. Such is the nature of love and kindness. Okay? So now that I've done my karmas, make sure you do your karmas. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and sign up for meditation. Ascension is upon us, foolish. Sign up for meditation immediately. Ha! Am I still here?